is that we're going to begin offering a tarot card reading instruction class and sharing. And you'll get a notice about that soon. We're trying to get it set up for Tuesday nights at UCM. So look for that notice, and that will be happening 2 Tuesday nights a month. And the final decision about that is coming. So watch for the notice on that. And Cheryl Lewis wanted to do that, and some others, and so we're going to have a nice group with Ruth teaching 6:30 to 7, and then sharing 7 to 8:30, something like that. So look for the notice on that. And then I want to comment on the UCM speaker series last week with Scott Bartlett. It was just fabulous.
Yeah.
We are moving from the 3rd grade to the 4th grade, and it's unsettling, but it will settle.
Beautifully
That's the
said.
message I got. Is that the message
That
I
is
got?
the message. You
did,
succinctly put it in a beautiful way.
And he did a lovely explanation about how he got this message and why I feel that that is a true message.
Yes.
And I think we're all feeling that unsettledness in this world. Now, a 4th grade teacher talked to him and said, "Oh, that's wonderful, because 4th grade is where we apply what we've learned previously."
That's right.
So the message here that I got so strongly is that we need to be applying the things that we've learned. And that's one reason that we're going to begin offering some classes on different things, so that we can move into the 4th dimension more easily, more smoothly, and with love for each other.
Wonderful.
That is
Thank
fantastic.
you.
Yeah,
Thank you
it was
so much.
incredible. And we thank Reverend Scout Bartlett for his incredible presentation. It was rich and deep and very, very, very powerful.
And when's the video going to be ready?
It should be ready by this week.
Okay, good. That's one that I need to see again.
Yeah, exactly. It was very,
He
very
lost
dense.
me at
Yes,
places, so
right.
I'd like to see
We
it.
have to look at it over
And
over
Scout
again.
has said that he may be there today
Oh, wonderful.
at the
Well, he hasn't said he would,
that's
so
why I
I'm
said he
leaving
may
that open.
be.
He's a maybe.
Yeah, he's a maybe. Okay.
And I just want to say that Lupita McClanahan, our elder from the Dene tradition, gave an incredible presentation last night. It was amazing. So unfortunately it was not recorded. She doesn't record her talks. But it was incredible, and I brought Dottie a prayer that she gave to all of us in the Dene tradition. It was incredible. It was, I can't tell you, she was so simple and so loving and so grounded in that experience. It was amazing.
Close your eyes and take a nice deep breath. Let it out. Let's take another one. Breathe in deeply. Breathe in, and then release it. And as you put this prayer onto the planet, feel it as it goes through you. Prayers are to be given, but also kept for yourself. So the prayer is, dear Creator, thank you so much for letting us wake up today. Thank you so much for giving us life. Thank you so much for being here for each and every one of us here on this planet and all the other areas of the world. Places that you think are having such a difficult time, then put energy out to them. And think of all the children in different countries that are going through difficult times. And think of the children in this country that are going through difficult times. This is a time of year where kids are having problems. They're starting to do finals. So let's just bless all the kids and ask Creator to look after them for us. And for them to talk to Creator. And now, Janet, if you could add to this.
Oh, we stand before you, Creator, and we hold open our arms. In every way our hearts are singing, singing us back home. Oh, we are here in a circle, holding your light, and we join hands for freedom, and we join hands in love, and we dance, and we hold each other in the light of love, and we know that you are here in our midst, and you hold us deep in our hearts. Let us breathe and know we are one. And when the light shines from our souls, may we connect in the wave of peace. And we are dancing with our children and the freedom, and we're singing in the love, and we are free. Oh, stand in this moment with your heart open and let the river flow. We know you are held in our arms, and we are free. And we stand in this moment and we breathe in the love. Oh, Creator, hold us in your heart, hold us in your hands. We are free. And every moment that we can breathe and we can hold the world, we know we are in this river, and it brings us home to you. And we open our hearts, and we know that we are whole.
Oh, thank you so much. And today is Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday. And we're going to be hearing from our wonderful Gloria. Gloria's in Texas. And she's going to bring us some information about MLK. And she's also going to bring us a lot of love. Gloria talks about love on a regular basis. She does readings for people. She does healings for people. she's so gifted in helping others, and that she has been returning the help she's been giving. She went to Texas and started getting sick there. She needs to come back to California.
Yeah.
And so, but we want to thank the help that she's been receiving from Creator.
Yes.
The help on all of the things that she's been dealing with. And she looks beautiful this morning, so let's all give a round of applause for Reverend Glori. Welcome this morning, and thank you so much for agreeing to intercept for us as MLK.
Right. So I hold it in highest regards that I am stepping up to speak to all of us, and in higher regards that my dear friend is not available for us right now. So, Patty, tell Joyce that we all love her and miss her terribly.
Yes.
So, I don't know how I would ever begin this talk without a prayer. And that's why I asked you earlier, did you assign someone for prayer? So we're going to go back to prayer because prayer is our episode of speaking to and conversating with the inner spirit of who we truly, truly are. We are spirit manifested and sharing an experience in these physical bodies that so often cause us such challenges, give us questions. Why is this happening to me? Why are we doing this? And I'm embracing the part of my spirituality of healer that I'm now recognizing that I was called to be. So, in the ministry of prayer and healing, I ask all of you to consciously be aware of everyone that we see on this format right here, right now, and anyone else that you know that we don't see. Remember, reconsider, recognize, recognize that it is God's will that we be in health and abundance in all areas of our life. And sometimes we don't understand our spiritual journey regarding suffering. But we are grateful. And when we are grateful for whatever measure of health that we have, God looks at us as His divine consciousness, aware of all of the children in us, the spirit in us, the glory in us. And this is how we recognize the gratitude. This is how we share the love of God in every instance of our life, whether it's what we consider pain or suffering, or whether we consider it's another day's journey. We are grateful today for each other, for divine love, unconditional love. And that unconditional love heals us, spirit, mind, and body. And we are forgiven. We are blessed. We are healed. And so it is.
And
So
so
it
it
is.
is.
Thank you. I might wind up praying at the end of this thing too, because that's what I've been doing. Oh my gosh, that is what I have been doing so much. And I am seeing and hearing and feeling the gratitude and the blessings of the prayers for my personal self and then to all of you.
Mhm.
I love you all. So now let's talk about the person that we know or recognize as Martin Luther King Jr. And I think Corky made a blurb that my title would be More Love, Not Division. The K is for the not.
Yeah, got it.
But when we put a knot in the rope that brings us love, and as I get into this experience, I'll tell you a little bit more about it because Martin Luther King was a minister of love. So I have some things that I wrote down or I copied off of various places and I did not realize some of them. So I'm going to read some of it for you. He was born in January 15th, 1929 to the parentage of Reverend Michael King Sr. and Alberta Williams King. The minister that we now know most profoundly as Martin Luther King Jr. was originally born Michael King Jr. How many of you knew that?
I did not know
Not
that.
me.
Okay, he was originally born as Michael King Jr. His father's name was originally Michael King. And his father changed their names when he was inspired by Martin Luther, a German theologian, priest, and religious hmm,
Later.
yes, thank you. I needed that word. Okay. He was a Protestant Reformation um figure, central figure for challenging the Catholic Church practices and emphasizing salvation by faith and scripture, ultimately dividing Western Christianity into Catholic and Protestant traditions like Lutheranism. His posing of the 95 Thesis in 1517 against indulgences ignited, oh, gosh, me and my, there we go. Um, one of history's most, made him most, one of history's most influential figures. So after a trip to Germany in 1934, Reverend King adopted the name to honor the Reformation leader and symbolize a commitment of faith and justice, a change later made official for both of them, with young Michael becoming Martin Luther King Jr.
Wow.
Okay.
So, for some of us, we recognize that we've been here before, and our purpose is to serve on another level of where we were before. Okay? It's our growth, it's our formation. So, for this man to change the name of he and his son, his family, was pretty awesome because the father was a minister, Reverend Michael King, and then what we know now as Martin Luther King Jr. Okay. And then there are some other things that I discovered about Martin Luther King Jr. Um, he skipped the grades 9 and 12, starting college at the young age of 15 at
Wow.
Morehouse College. Okay.
Yeah.
He skipped
Yeah,
two
very good.
grades. Okay. He was the youngest person to receive the Nobel Peace Prize for his nonviolent efforts against racial inequality back in 1964. Throughout his activism, King was arrested 29 times for civil disobedience, demonstrating his commitment to nonviolent resistance. He survived assassination attempt in 1958 when a mentally ill woman stabbed him with a letter opener, narrowly missing his heart, but he survived the attack. He was a Baptist minister, following in the footsteps of his father and grandfather, and his spiritual foundation in the Black church heavily influenced his leadership in the civil rights movement, using sermons and church platforms to advocate for racial equality. He served as pastor at Dexter Avenue Baptist Church and later Ebenezer Baptist Church in Atlanta. I found these particular tidbits of info fascinating during my childhood. Dr. King in Texas and numerous southern states, Negroes, Blacks, African Americans were inspired by King's powerful speeches of hopes and dreams for liberty and justice for all, as well as the encouragement and conditioning of nonviolent protest while being subject to the opposite: violent beatings, attacks by dogs, destructions of homes and businesses, burnings of churches, and more. The marches and speeches seem to me as monumental or momental plantings of seeds by the teachings of Jesus, as how these seeds might be sown. The parable of the sower from the Bible, Matthew chapter 13, Mark chapter 4, Luke chapter 8, Jesus described the farmer sowing seeds that fell on different soils, a path where they would be treaded upon, rocky ground where birds would swoop down and gobble them up before they could sprout, thorny ground where the sower would become as entangled with the worldly concerns of life as such as deceitfulness of riches and desires for other worldly things, so that the seeds got choked and brought forth new fruit. As I studied the seed sowing summary during my personal youthful journey from about 11 years old, as I was hearing and watching the grown-ups facing one despair after another, and particularly when our Negroes, Blacks, and eventually African Americans lost our hero with the assassination of Martin Luther King Jr., I was thoroughly confused about Negroes, Blacks, whites, my parents, all the preachers, Jesus, even God. I had doubts and real questions about everything, starting about 11 years old. Unfortunately, also during that era and the area, most of us kids were not allowed to get into grown folks' conversations or ask too many questions. So many of us just cried because our parents were crying And we picked up their trauma and drama and loss of hope.
Mm.
Kind of like when Jesus was crucified. He was just like MLK in a way, trying to teach people how to believe in love for one another, regardless of religion, status, sexual preferences, riches, and so many other things. But now we can hear the heart cries from the mountaintops
Mhm.
to the valleys, to the deserts, through the floods, from the heavens to the hells that we've created. But now I have a dream. Do you have a dream? And have we awakened from the nightmare yet? Sometimes it seems maybe not. Maybe it seems more evident to comply with the nightmare. But I've got news for you. Just like in one of the addresses, in one of the most prevalent ones that I remember, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. saying, I have a dream that one day my children will hold hands and walk down the street with each other. That's about love, people. That's about the love of God in our hearts that realize and recognize who we truly are. And I have a dream too. My dream is that we can see that place. We can know that place. We can know the power of unconditional love. Many of us have done that in various, I want to say, baby steps along the way. I started with doubting and questioning everything at about the age of 11 years old. Some of you may have started questioning or doubting everything even sooner than that. And yet, we have people who are homeless. People are sick and suffering. People are afraid of what is going on in the culmination of the things that we hear or read or see on YouTube or these things, and we don't even know the truth of who we are anymore or what we are. It's easy to doubt, fear, and unbelief when we're faced with certain traumas, not only that we have picked up from our childhood or from whatever's coming at us right now, but the love of God is still real. And it was introduced with people like Dr. Martin Luther King, Jesus Christ, God, all those things, all those people that I questioned as a child, I've become to understand a lot more and accept a lot more. The truth of who we are is the dream that we have inside of ourselves for the unconditional love of God to flow through and with who we truly are. I had triple bypass surgery in March. I had hip replacement surgery in September of this year. Can you imagine how many times I may have said, why is this happening? Where is my love that heals? Where is my unconditional love in all this? One night in particular, I was awakened about 3 o'clock with nurses running in saying, Ms. McCray, how are you doing? How are you feeling? I'm like, I was fine. I was sleeping. And so your doctor wants to have some, I not X-rays, the EKGs, okay? Because we're seeing some um, things going on with your heart. I took a deep breath and I thought, okay, well, when everybody calmed down and got out of my room and I was about to go back to sleep, um, I felt the presence of love in the form of Archangel Raphael.
Mm-hmm.
And he was standing beside my bed in my imagination, of course. Um, but I decided to turn my head and say, okay, Lord, here's the deal. So I had been visiting in Costa Rica a while back, and I said, if I wake up and I'm in Costa Rica, I know that I'm in transition, and that will be okay. But if I wake up in this same place, I know, hmm, I don't know anything, but I'm trusting you and your love. And so then I turned my imagination to Archangel Raphael, and I says, the heck is going on here? And Archangel Raphael said, eh, you were just up for a reboot. And so that's the way I accepted what was going on. You know, sometimes we reboot our computers so that we get clearer messages,
Mm-hmm.
okay? Clearer understandings of who we are and what's really going on. That's unconditional love, folks. Okay? And when we can have that for a computer, Archangel Raphael explained to me that a reboot is necessary sometimes within our body, within our spiritual beings. Here's another thing. God cannot give us what we will not accept.
Mm.
And that's a deep one. We can fill up our lungs with all the breath that we could take, only when we allow ourselves to accept it. So, back to Martin Luther King. He accepted his calling for more love, not division. His calling to be more like Martin Luther and accepting the name of Martin Luther King Jr., becoming a minister of love to everybody, no matter if they were sicking dogs on them or and we're in such a place because sexual preferences, okay, skin color, so many things can inhibit us or put us in a smaller frame of mind that we forget how to accept the unconditional love of God and recreate our dreams. Yes, we still kind of have to go with the flow of where we are in these physical bodies, but it's just an experience. It's just an experience. So wake up. Let us all wake up. And with this prayer, let us say to our Heavenly Father, or source energy, or the universe, or whatever you call your creator. Let's say to that spirit, to that energy, thank you for waking us up again. Let us say, I have a dream. I have a dream that all of our children are God's children, universe's children. And sometimes I will say, God is a yes man, or God is a yes person. The university is about yes. Martin Luther King accepted his challenges. And even when he did the sermon that says, I've gone to the mountaintop. When I was at Mount Madonna, I understood that more clearly, because as I looked out over the mountaintop, I recognized that a power was within me to change. And it might be a dream for a moment, but when you look over the mountaintop, when you can see the mountaintop, you can recreate our world. We can renew our dreams. All of us. So let's exit with this entry to prayer. Universe, source energy, healer, provider, protector, Lord of all, we accept the blessings, the calling, the mastery, the divinity, the divine consciousness within each of us. Let us accept the unconditional love and allow it to flow and to recreate who and what we are for the benefit of the entire universe. And we are grateful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And thank you, Gloria. Thank you so very much.
Oh, wow.
Very good.
Speak it.
Yeah, you're a wonderful speaker, but I missed your dancing at the beginning.
No, I know. But sometimes when I'm visiting on the Zoom thing and Janet is singing, I'm in the background dancing.
Yes.
Yes, you
Yes.
used to
or
at the
humming.
center. At the center, you dance in all the time, and that's
Yes.
what I missed is you're dancing in. But it's
Oh,
so great to
and
have you here,
I
and
do miss that as well.
we have people saying things to you. What are Joyce and Patty saying to her?
Oh, let's see. Where did we go? So Joyce and Patty are saying, thank you, Glory, for the excellent, beautiful, and inspiring talk. Wonderful to see you and hear your loving wisdom flow through. And then Christine said, good morning to everyone. Don't forget today, the Panera thing over Panera's. And then Patty and Joyce earlier said, good morning, all. Happy, beautiful Sunday to you. Joyce is in the background today, but she's listening and sending her love all to all. And January's is like, Annie had said, good morning to all, sending all love, gratitude, and hugs. And Jan was saying back at ya. And Stephen Riddle was thank you, and Arlene Dean says, Glory, you have always just been love.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's true. We all know that's true.
Say something?
Tamara says, Glory, you're the best. Going around here.
Oh, Glory, thank you so much for your sweet and tender, loving message. I loved your pace of speaking, your tone of voice. It was just lovely, and I so appreciate your wisdom. When I was in Atlanta, I actually visited the Ebenezer Church. And it's a very small church. It's more like a chapel than a church. I thought that with Martin Luther King being such an influential minister, he would have a church that would seat hundreds, if not thousands. But this was a small, traditional, older church with just love and tradition seeping into every ounce of it. And thank you so much for bringing up the history of Martin Luther King, who said, essentially, we do not need an intermediary to speak to God.
That's right.
We can speak to God directly. And that's where our faith and our spiritual journey has practiced. And that thought originated with Martin Luther King in Germany. Yeah. So it was good to be reminded of that, and thank you so much.
Okay, that's wonderful. Thank you. And Lonnie said, what a profound and loving talk, Gloria. Thank you. And then Sky says, awesome talk, Glory, and I love you, Mama Boone.
You need to have her on the UCM Speaker Series.
That's just what I was thinking, honey. I would love to invite you, Ms. Glory, if you would be open to it, to be a part of our speaker series. Would you be willing to do that? And I have
Yes, I
to
would.
ask, it's on Tuesday evenings from 6 to 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Would that be too late for you? Could we, it's going to be 2 hours later for you. So
Okay,
that would
so
be 8 to
give me
10
that,
p.m.
give me that time again.
Okay, it'll be 8 to 10 p.m. on your time. 8 to
Oh,
10.
yeah. I can stay up a little past 8.
But can you stay up till 10?
We would love to have you. We would love to have you.
And
You're
I would
just
love
such an
to.
amazing energy. And also, what you brought to us was that reminder to go back to the source, which is love, right? To go back to that river of love, right? That we can dip ourselves into. I
Yes.
was just in Texas with some chaplains at Plano, Texas Children's Hospital. And we talked a lot about the river of love and the power of working with children because they're open to it.
Yes.
They are open to it. and just reminding ourselves of that incredible river of love that we can dip into and be a part of. And you just gave us that. And also, I always wondered, because I know about Martin Luther, of course, and I always wondered about Martin Luther King, if that was connected to that, and you just explained it. The power of that is like the history coming forward, right? Bringing us to that, is such a gift, such a gift. So I'm going to write a song for you called River of Love. The gift of your life and your energy, Ms. Glori, is that it brings us to the heart of it very quickly.
Well, the
You
thing
have
I
that
love about
capacity.
Gloria is she's mentioned, oh, I had three-way heart surgery, and she just throws it out there. And oh yeah, well then I had this surgery, and then I did this, and you don't sit here and dwell it.
Right.
You just mention it.
Yeah.
To let us know that your life's not perfect, but you make do with your life. And that is such a
And you carry
wonderful
on.
thing to give us, that you don't stop. You don't just say, oh, that's it.
Right.
You keep going.
I'm so done.
And it's so wonderful to hear you
Yeah.
do this. I've been living through this with you.
Yes.
So, yeah, I know how difficult it's been. So are you back riding your bicycle?
Not yet,
Okay.
but it's on my dream list.
Okay, with that hip being fixed, I hope that you're going to be getting back on it. Yeah.
So I
Well,
just
I
want to
have
say
a
to
dream,
you.
honey. I have a dream that I'm back on my
That's
bicycle.
right.
Yeah.
And Dottie, you're very similar. Reverend Dottie, you and Gloria are very similar. You say, I'm going to step up. And you said something very powerful that I want to emphasize. I accepted the calling. Dr. Martin Luther King, Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King, accepted the calling. So when we accept it, it's not going to be perfect, but we just stay on that road. We stay on that road and we hold our energy of love in it. No matter what the outer world brings, our inner world is good.
Well, Annie has her hand up.
Annie?
So, Glori, I've been following you on Facebook through your journey, and sorry, I have to say how grateful I am for the days that I always try to be a beam of love every day, but on the days that it just wasn't coming that easily, I could listen to you, and I could hear, and I could see, and I could know that with God everything is possible, and that you helped remind me that Creator runs in and through each and every one of us, and that we are all perfect and we are all love. And so thank you for helping me through this journey so much. I'm still riding.
So it's
And I love you.
you know what? We have a birthday this week. Donna Christensen.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
Oh,
Yay.
So we gotta sing our song. Are you
do we
ready,
get to
Glory?
sing the happy birthday
Yes,
song?
we
Yay.
are. Yes, we are. So you all ready?
We're ready.
Yes.
This is
This
your
is your
birthday
birthday
song.
song.
Isn't
Isn't
very
very
long.
long.
Woo, Donna.
Yay, Donna. Donna
Yay,
is
Donna.
doing her doula work so
Thank you.
well, and
Yeah.
helping people who are going through death process.
Yes.
And
Mm.
there's so much feeling her energy is so wonderful. It's so much better to know there's somebody on your side
Mm-hmm.
when you're going through this. And thank you, Donna, for
Yes.
doing the help.
Thank you.
With Patty, with Keith, with all the people we know from CCL and all the people you know. Thank you so much for helping them.
Yeah.
Oh,
You have helped create me to be the person I want to be. So thank you.
Yay! Woohoo! Yeah, well, you had the vision, babe.
Yeah.
Okay, so Lonnie wanted to say, what a profound and loving talk, Gloria. Thank you. So we appreciate you, Gloria, as always. You know that.
Oh, yes.
that we love you, and
Oh, it's
thank
money
you so
time.
much for stepping in
And now it's time for us to take the basket
The basket,
Yes.
the basket, donations.
and pass it around.
Yes.
Here we
There
go.
we go.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes.
Well, I want to remind you that Dottie had a dream and Corky had a dream. They had a dream together, and it was creating a spiritual safe place for all kinds of people. And this
Yes.
dream has been alive and well for 26 years, and we're still living that dream. Scout Bartlett reminded us that we've all chosen to be here in this time of disruption
Mm-hmm.
and seeking stabilization. And part of that is to participate in a loving group. I just want to remind you that keeping the dream alive requires financial support, and that's the only way that it works. And we appreciate your devotion to keeping the dream alive. And of course, my famous words are regular giving creates regular receiving. And we give thanks for all the regular giving and the spontaneous giving that appears weekly, monthly, daily.
Yes.
And so it is.
And so it is. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And thank you to everybody who watched us this morning. It was a
Yes.
wonderful gift that we received from Glori, and it's great. And we want to send out good wishes for good health to our friend Joyce.
Yes.
She's
Yes.
not feeling too well,
Yeah.
and we want her to know that we love her and we're
Yes.
putting her in our healing space. And
Absolutely.
if we could close with a little bit of a healing song,
Absolutely.
that would be wonderful.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Healing song.
Oh, the river of love flows in us, flows through us, and the healing light is flowing into the world. And the river of love holds us, it cradles us, and we know that we are beacons of the light in the world, in the world. So feel it coming back home to you. Oh, coming back home to this moment. We are the river of love, and we're here together. Oh yes, we're the river of love, flowing through us, flowing in us. We are the river of love, flowing through us, flowing in us. We are one in the river of love. We are here now in this moment, bringing it home. The river of love is healing, it is renewing. The river of love.
Yay! Thank you for giving us a river of love this morning. Thank you all very
Thank
much.
you.
Thank
Bye
you.
now.
Thank you. We love you, and
Bye.
hugs and kisses and all the stuff that goes with that.
Absolutely.
Bye, y'all.
Bye now.
Thank you so much, everyone. Have a good week.
Uh-huh.